Hello students, welcome to PRS IAS Academy. In this video, we will discuss about retail inflation that has eased to a 4-month low of 4.87 in October. This was the article published in Hindu, that is 14th today, 14th, and it can be used in Indian economy. And government policies and schemes. So according to the article, the divide between rural and urban inflation it has discussed, that is inflation faced by rural consumers, that is especially from rural background. They have used from 5.33 to 5.1% especially, and from urban it is a fractional increase in inflation, that is 4.65. So for rural it is 5.1%, and for urban it is 4.65%. So in urban areas, it is a fractional increase because of especially vegetables. Even though vegetable prices decelerated to 2.7% according to article, but overall, the burden on consumers in especially urban areas, it is fractionally increased to 4.65%. Then what is this retail inflation, and everything about inflation that we will get to know. So consumer price index. Consumer price index is a statistic used to assess changes in the average prices. So it is average prices of goods and services. So that you should keep in mind that it is for both goods and services purchased by households, regular households over a time. It is widely used in economic statistics that help in assessment of cost of living of people, so that what is the cost of living of people, they can arrive. This CBI basket is comprises of 448 items in rural area. When it comes to rural area, it has 448 items in rural area, and when it comes to urban areas, it is 460 items in urban area. So there is a difference of basket in both rural and urban areas also. There were 4 consumer price indices in the economy earlier. That is industrial workers, for industrial workers, for agricultural laborers, and rural laborers, and urban non-manual employees. So these are the 4 consumer price index were there earlier. CBI is now using a new series based on the base year 2011 2012. That is base year means for 100 points. That is generally calculated for all of India as well as states and union territories separately for rural, urban, and combined. So even RBI is used CPI combined. So it consists of both rural and urban. The consumer prices indices are published by Central Statistic Office, that is CSO, which comes under Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation, MASPI. And when it comes to CPI and WPI differentiation, generally whenever there is a changes at the producers level, that is wholesale, that market will be called as wholesale level, amounts to changes in the prices of commodities at the wholesale level. So it is at the starting of the business. Starting of the business. So when CBI is taking, indicates average changes in the prices of the commodities at the retail prices. So retail prices means at the end. In production cycle, it is end of the business. So who is publishing these WPI and CPI? When WPI is published by Office of the Economic Advisor, which works under Ministry of Commerce and Industry. And CPI is published by National Statistical Office, which comes under MOSPI. So commodities in WPI we measures only goods. When it comes to CPI, we measures both goods and services. Inflation measurement is at the first stage of transaction because these are from producers perspective, and when it comes to CPI, it is from peoples who are buying at the final stage of transaction, that is regular consumers. So it is final stage of transaction. Prices paid by, these are the prices paid by manufacturers and wholesalers, wholesale dealers, and these prices are paid by consumers, regular like consumers. Types of commodities covered under WPI: manufacturing inputs and intermediate goods like minerals, machinery, basic metals, etc. These will be covered. And in CPI: education, communication, transportation, housing, and medical care. These are the products that will be covered under CPI. So, for any measurement, for any statistics, that we have to use one base year. According to that, we can differentiate the changes. So, for base year, WPI for base year is 2011 and 12, and CPI it is 2012. And also, there is a growing demand for both private sector and from economics to perspective, that we have to change both WPI and CPI, as almost it is 10 years back. So now it is 2023. So they are demanding for changing base years from 2012 to 2018-19. Probably they are expecting it to be 2018 and 19, because after 20 we have COVID. So these decisions were not taken by government till now. And when it comes to this retail inflation, the main body which will look after this is RBI, inflation target. They have inflation target, that is 4% plus or minus two tolerable bands. So they can reach 2 to 6 in simple words. So lower band is 2, upper band is 6. In between, they have to maintain inflation levels. And when it comes to RBI's policy tools, RBI's policy tools, it is inflation targeting by monetary policy. Especially, it can done by monetary policy from RBI side. And from 2014 onwards, earlier RBI has used WPI for policy decisions. But 2014 onwards, they have changed it to CPI, Consumer Price Index, that is, to be specific, combined. So that is used for both rural and urban areas. And what is the main idea if we talk about this monetary policy? That is to control money supply in market. To control money supply in market. That is the main purpose of monetary policy. And also, this monetary policy committee is a statutory body. So it is a statutory body which comprises of 6 members. 6 members from both, 3 members from RBI and 3 members from Government of India, especially. And RBI governor, who is the RBI governor? He is the presiding officer for MPC committee. And various tools will be used by RBI, especially to control the inflation in market. Especially these tools will be, everyone of us know, reverse repo rate, reverse repo rate, CRR, SLR, statutory liquidity ratio, cash reserve ratio. These are some of the tools. Even open market operations also will play a role to control the money supply in market, especially. So these will be from, this can be asked in prelims perspective, especially. So these base years, what are the tools that were used by inflation? and what is rural and what is urban inflation targets, and what is monetary policy, what is the monetary policy committee body consists of how many members, and what is the casting vote. So these are some of the details about prelims perspective. When it comes to mains, these can be they can be asked in inflation and growth. What is the relation between inflation and growth? They will ask the questions between inflation and growth. This is from mains perspective. So this is everything about today's article on retail inflation that was easy to a 4-month low that was published in Hindu. Thank you.